I don't understand how in this day and age, you know, the age of information, anything we need to know we have right at our fingertips, right on our tablets, right on our computers that we use to make YouTube videos. I don't understand how someone like a console only gamer can't spend any time out of their day to do some research on equipment and performance on certain equipment before they fire up their webcam or their microphone and throw gameplay behind it and talk about these things when they have literally no idea what the hell they're talking about. For example, the big thing is the Xbox One X. It's going to be able to outperform a PC with 4K gaming, and it's going to cost a lot less. No. That statement is just not true. And it's already started to come out as soon as the console was announced. As soon as Digital Foundry and these other places and media outlets got their hands on this equipment, things started to come out where it wasn't native 4K, there was checkerboarding and
oxygen.
Right there and then, the experts that tell you guys and myself and the whole community the information that we need are telling you these things, and yet people will still blindly deny it. No, nah, that's not true. It's native 4K because Phil Spencer stood up there and said so. Microsoft is telling us this. I've come to the realization that those people have basically bottlenecked when it comes to their intelligence. Am I insulting their intelligence? Yeah, a little bit. And the reason why I am insulting your intelligence a lot is because if you honestly believe that you're going to pay $500 for a console and legitimately get 4K native resolution running at 60 frames a second, that tells me everything I need to know about you as an individual. I would never have to engage you in conversation ever, because you have no critical thought process.
Oxygen.
When something's put out there and told to you, you don't question it. Well, they said it, so must be true. I have a 1070, and I play in 1440p, and they run at 60 frames a second. I don't know, I would say 95% of my games. My 1070 was $50 cheaper than the Xbox One X. So if you really think that you're going to get a console for $500 that's going to run at native 4K at 60 frames a second, you're going to be in for a big surprise when you purchase that bitch. I have a 970 sitting my secondary PC, and that can run 1440p at 30 frames a second. But see, I'm more of a performance guy anyway, so I like that crisp 60 frames a second. So yeah, I dropped $450 on a 1070. But see, here's the thing. Let's really get into the reason why console fanboys defend the performance of their machines versus PC gamers or PC elitists. Before we get into that though, here's the beauty of PC gaming. You can upgrade at any time. And when you're building your own PC, you can pick and choose what you want. You don't have a company dictating and say, this is what you're getting in your PC. No. You can buy a pre-built that has that, but if you really are looking for performance, you can nitpick. Well, I don't really need a 1,000 watt power supply. I could go with a 700 or 750, save some money there. I don't really need an i7, 7th generation. I can get an i5, 6th generation. It'll do me perfectly fine. You can run off 8 gigs of RAM if you really wanted to. See, you can cut corners when it comes to PC. And you still get a better performance when you do that compared to console gaming. But let's get down to the nitty-gritty. The big reason why console fanboys defend their console and say that it's better than PC gaming is because of convenience. They don't want to have to put in the time and effort to research and look at this and what kind of thermal paste should I use and should I get water cooling and what kind of case, and their brains overload. As I said earlier, there's no critical thought process. They want convenience. Here's your meal, that's what you get. Thank you, sir. I will enjoy it. That's basically what it comes down to. You want convenience. Just come out and say it. That's the biggest thing. If fanboys would come out and just say, you know what, I want convenience. It is what it is. I don't care if the Xbox One X does 4K rendering and checkerboard. I don't care. It's still 4K. I'm not going to be able to tell the difference. If they just come out and said that, I'd have no problem. But to come out and say, oh, you need to spend $1,100 and $1,500 to get the performance out of an Xbox One X for your PC game, bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. I was just throwing some things together today from a few different websites to look and see how much it would actually be. And let me tell you, it's only a few $100s more to build a PC that'll still blow the shit out of an Xbox One X performance-wise. And here's the beauty of it. If one website has that item at a certain price, you can go research it at a different site and find it cheaper. You got PC Part Picker, you got Amazon, you got Newegg. You have all these websites that you can go to. But it really comes down to convenience. So that's really what my video is about. When you hear these fanboys talk and they compare and they throw all these big terms out there and they throw performance parts, step back before you accept it and say, hold on. Let me do the research before I take this as gospel. I'm going to take it as a face value. I'm going to do my own research and see if this is actually accurate. Because you're going to find out that it's not really that accurate. PC gamers like the flexibility of performance and resolution. And it's basically catered to the consumer. Console fanboys want convenience. So they just need to come out and say it. But anyways, it's been your boy, it's been real, and I'm out this bitch. Later.